Okay, I'm Dr. Nelson Soucasaux. I'm a gynecologist with 38 years of gynecologic practice in my private office, and all the time, all these decades, I have been always thinking on what gynecology is really about. What gynecology is about. I'm the author of these two books published 20 years ago. This one is New Perspectives in Gynecology. Both of them were only published in Portuguese, but I translated lots of parts to English, and these English translations can be found in my website Nelson Gynecologia MedBR. Repeating, Nelson Gynecologia MedBR. On my site, lots of translations, of English translations from excerpts of these books can be found. So, despite the fact that unfortunately they were only published in Portuguese, a considerable part of them can be found in English, though these parts are excerpts adapted in the form of short articles for the web. In New Perspectives in Gynecology, I try to propose a new way of practicing gynecology as an exclusive clinical, preventive, and psychosomatic specialty, and over and above all, separated from obstetrics and gynecologic surgery. Regrettably, gynecology continues being practiced together with obstetrics and gynecologic surgery as a weird double specialty. Gyneco-obstetrics, or in the English abbreviation, OB-GYN. This is a big mistake, and it is partly due to the fact that gynecology in its very beginnings actually came, on one hand, from obstetrics, and on the other hand, from general surgery. General surgeons who became interested on surgeries on the female sexual organs. But one century, an entire century, is gone, and gynecology remains, despite the great, the enormous, the amazing development of its clinical part, it unfortunately remains tied on on the one hand, to surgery being wrongly considered a surgical specialty, which is a tragedy, and on the other side, tied to obstetrics and named as gyneco-obstetrics, or in the English abbreviation, OB-GYN. So we have a bizarre double specialty. And just in a time when medical specialties are dividing themselves into subspecialties, what is creating a new trouble for medicine. As an example, I can mention the great development of mastology, which was part of gynecology, and now it is becoming another specialty tied to gynecology. Well, repeating again, what gynecology is about. I think gynecology is about women, and not only the women's sexual organs, though in the daily practice of the specialty, most of the complaints that patients bring to consultation are directed to their sexual organs. But we have to look at women entirely. Though we are focused medically on women's sexual organs, we have to look at what I call the woman's psychophysical constitution. This subject is very well developed by me, especially in this book. But I cannot speak any longer about it right now. This book, The Female Sexual Organs, Shape, Function, Symbol, and Archetype, is a further development of the first one, and it's basically a study in which I try to approximate gynecology from some concepts, some new concepts of modern science. It is a much more complicated book. Well, once again, what gynecology is about. I don't think. In fact, I am absolutely certain that most of the physicians who practice gynecology and obstetrics, they never have asked what gynecology really is about. Briefly, because I am almost finishing, is a subject related to the increasingly and amazing amount of women, female doctors practicing gynecology. It seems that women are taking gynecology by themselves. So another question, is gynecology turning out to be a gynecocracy? I will repeat for finishing. This is a subject for another testimony or interview. Is gynecology turning out to be a gynecocracy? As I have seen on the web, there are lots of people who are being against the practice of gynecology by male doctors. That's a tragedy. So I ask, is gynecology becoming a gynecocracy? Well, I'm ready to answer to all questions you may want to direct at me. So I think we can finish right now, at
Okay.
this moment. Okay?
Okay.